Alright guys, so we just got back from watching Keanu, and did it live up to the hype? I think it did.
I think it did also.
I thought it was a fun movie. So it wasn't hilarious, but it was fun and funny. So I wasn't disappointed. I'm glad that we went to go watch it.
Yeah, it was funny all the way through, like you said, not hilarious. Not a big fan of Key and Peele. I found out about them through you. It was the Balake skit, which was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, black substitute teacher. So.
Yeah. It wasn't hilarious, just like the movie, but the whole movie is funny. I think it's a good watch. I think it's a fun movie. Like you said, not disappointed. I thought it was. I mean, yeah, I'll watch it maybe when it's on cable. I wouldn't go back to watch it, but it's definitely fun. Definitely
I would recommend it.
Yes.
Go see it if you just friends want to have a good time, good laugh. Definitely go. Keanu, definitely a good movie to go see.
I was sold just by the cat alone watching the trailers. I love cats. My weaknesses are women and cats. So watching the kitten throughout the whole movie for me did it. Even though he's not the star of the movie. Even though every single character in the movie is all about the cat Keanu.
Do you think it was CGI? Most of it? Well, most likely.
There was some parts where he had to be CGI.
Yeah. Just because but it did have that movement where how if something's really going down, a cat's just gonna split and get the hell out of there. So I thought that was pretty funny, especially in the beginning where shit's going down and he's just kind of dodging everything, or going through legs, people's legs. So
which gets me to the start. I thought it was a great start. It starts off with, when you guys watch it, you'll know what we're talking about. There's two, I guess, hitmen you want to call them.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be the best at what they do, like Wolverine. And I honestly thought it was gonna be Keel and Peele's character, which are called
Clarence and you're talking about their
actually no they're names.
We had Clarence and Rel.
So I thought it was actually them going through so much shit that it actually became that good. But then I decided, you know what? No, that's just too much. I'm gonna actually not think about what's gonna happen and just watch the movie. So I'm glad I did that. But yeah, it was a great opening sequence, I thought. And then it starts off with the Key and Peele with their usual comedic performances.
Who do you think, in your opinion, stole the show? Who was funnier to you? Key? Yeah. Totally agree.
Yeah, there's just so much to go into. He had the family. He had that one guy I think we all know who is all about the family, and he can't really get out and experiment and express himself
like he would have liked to.
Exactly.
Like he has some kind of demon inside.
He has some growing to do. So he grew into
a little nudge, a little push.
Yeah. Whereas the other guy was all about getting his cat back, and of course, like I said, I'm all about the kitten. But yeah, I think he had the best performance. I think he had the best funny moments.
Yeah, I agree. In every scene that he was in, I found myself smiling, laughing. He just seemed like the funnier person. They were pretending to be these gangsters, these thugs, and he just seemed to every time whatever came out of his mouth was just gold and And he plays a really good white person too. I mean, I've met him and I've exchanged a few words with him, and he doesn't seem that white. He seems like a regular dude, really nice, chill. Doesn't So, but I loved it. I loved his character. His thug, his inner thug, was amazing, funny, and I thought he outperformed Peele throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. For me, it had some nostalgic references where I think of other movies. I'm not going to bring them up now because at the end it surprised me, and we'll get to that in a minute, where I figured, I know this movie, I've seen it a billion times. But then it didn't. Every once in a while where I figured this is going to happen, I'm already bored. They would change it up, and we'll get to the end and I'll explain what I mean by that. But let me see, what else do we have to say?
High C? High C was one of Method Man's Cheddar, who plays Cheddar in the movie. She was a part of her crew. His crew, and towards the end you find out that she's an undercover cop, so that was a twist that I wasn't really expecting.
Exactly.
It just, throughout the movie you kind of see little hints, like maybe there's like kind of an attraction between her and
is it Morel again?
The what?
Brel, what was it?
Oh, Rel. I can't remember his street, his gangster name, but there was like an attraction between her and Peel, and towards the end when things are really going down, you find out that she's an undercover cop. But so I was just like, what? No, okay. I thought she was just maybe getting feelings for him. But that was a fun surprise that I didn't expect.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. I just figured she was gonna leave the life for him because that's like I said, going back to other movies.
Yeah, that was another
I can't think of one right now, but it came out sometime last year where they had the exact same premise, but instead of being an undercover cop, she just ended up falling for the guy. It was the one with that the short comedian and Will Ferrell. I'm not gonna think of it right now.
I want to think of it, but I can't.
But yeah,
anyway.
This movie reminded me of this one and so many others. But yeah, I had little surprises. And by the way, Method Man, I thought he actually did a great job. I know he's been in movies before, but I thought he played a great comedic role where he was very serious. I didn't expect it. I don't know why. I actually was pleasantly surprised that he was such a good actor in this movie.
I mean, he looks the part. He just looks like he just. I mean, no offense to Method Man. I mean, I love his music. Great guy. But he just looks like this, this mean thug, just a badass, like.
But even his character Cheddar is all about Keanu.
He's a softie, yeah. Everybody.
Really loves Keanu.
Yeah. Even like the hitmen, the two hitmen are just
the Allentown Bros, the brothers.
Oh, that's right, Allentown Bros. Yeah. They have a soft spot for the kid.
They're vicious. Yeah, they're the most vicious characters of this movie, where they're shot down a couple of times and they keep on getting up like the Undertaker in wrestling. And they are big softies for Keanu. So am I. Like I said, I was sold as soon as I saw the cat. And
who doesn't like cats? I mean, who doesn't?
For a second, I'm gonna skip to the end. I was thinking, since I love cats, well, this kitten is cute because it's small and it's gonna grow up. So at the end of the movie, what's her name again? The chick.
High Seas.
High Seas says to Peele's character, "Oh, I just took him to the doctor and I figure the cat's gonna die or something."
Oh yeah.
So she says, "Oh, he's got a very rare condition. He's actually gonna stay a kitten forever." And I was thinking, that's great. Awesome, because that's something that worried me throughout the movie. Thinking, this cat is so cute because it's a kitten, but eventually it's gonna grow up. So anyway, for me,
it's not gonna be cute.
Yeah, I love kittens. So, but anyway, getting back to the rest of the review. Nia Long, Big Mama's house. I'm glad to see her outside of Big Mama's house. The only other movie I remember her from is actually not a movie. Is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I believe she was also with Ice Cube. Maybe it's somebody different. And those stupid movies that Ice Cube did were...
Oh, that's right.
Was it her also?
Are We There Yet? Yeah, I believe it was her. Yeah, it was her, yeah.
So I'm glad to see her in something different, even though it's still a comedy. But there's a little difference. She's actually, I'm going to say, more R-rated.
Yeah, definitely.
Movie. And I loved it. I love seeing her away from that bullshit that I've seen her. But I think she's actually much more talented than movies she's been put in. So for me, it was a big deal seeing her back.
Strong choices.
Yes.
Wrong choices.
And hopefully she keeps on coming back and I see more of her.
Will Forte.
Always,
always the last man on earth. Love the show. So it's always a good time when you see Will Forte in whether it's MacGruber.
He's never disappointed me.
Yeah,
MacGruber was the one where he's the cop. We were talking about earlier.
The Neighborhood Watch.
Neighborhood Watch, awesome in it, and he's awesome in this one. And even though he doesn't have a big part, he keeps on coming back, and every time he comes back, he's great at it.
He's funny.
He's
makes you smile, and makes you say, "Damn you, Will Forte! You just know how to." Put your little stamp in any film. Overall, the last 20 minutes of the movie were actually, really funny. They really know how to bring it home. They know how to end it, and overall, good movie to watch.
Yeah, it was. It didn't seem long at all, which it wasn't. I believe it was an hour and 40 minutes.
An hour and 40.
But it seemed to go by so quick that I felt it was an hour and 20 minutes, and that's for me a good thing.
Good time.
It's a good time. There's really not much more to say about it. It's a comedy. So definitely worth it, I think. Go watch it.
Go see it,
but
definitely.
I wanted to throw this at the end. Usually with these kind of movies, the two heroes get away with everything. Because they're the two heroes. They get away. And I can think of so many movies, but I'm not going to bring them up now because there's so many movies running through my head. But I was so surprised and glad that they both go to jail. Because
Spoiler.
They have to go to jail after all. By the way, they commit murder. And it was funny watching him do it. You gotta watch it. We're not gonna ruin everything for you because even though that was a big spoiler, still at the end, I'm thinking, alright, just like every fucking typical comedy buddy movie, they're gonna get away with it and they're both gonna end up with their loved ones. But no. The chick again, high C, turns out she's an undercover cop, takes the kid and says, by the way, you're going to jail. And I was thinking, good.
Like,
great. They have to
Bravo.
go to jail. Yes. You have to go to jail, even though it's a movie. I mean, you're not supposed to, believe it as real life, but still, no.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers belong in jail.
Broke a lot of laws.
Yes. And once again, they committed murder, so a couple times.
I mean, it's kill or be killed, so.
Overall,
great movie, good time.
Recommend it.
So
go watch it.
Go check it out.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, guys. Any feedback, comments, let us know. We're gonna be seeing the Civil War next weekend.
Next weekend.
So we'll be doing another video in a week. So be sure to stay tuned and be safe out there.
Subscribe, comment. See you next time.